Hello guys, I tried to open Photoshop and I ran into this problem. Scratch disk preferences, active, drive C. So this is the information here. The current selected scratch disks are full. Please modify scratch disks preferences that will come into effect in the next launch. So this is a snag and I do not know how to fix it. So I went to YouTube and I came across this livewire.com and how to fix Photoshop scratch disk full errors. I know that most of you have also come across this situation, this problem. Let me walk you through how I intend to fix it. What causes the scratch disk is full error. So you can see it refers to a hard drive, and basically the space allocated on a hard drive for Photoshop is almost depleted. You can see we have only 783 MB left here. For context, you can see this one has 2.24 gig of free space. I initially tried to select this. However, when I did it and tried to reopen Photoshop again, I got another error and it said it was going to revert to default, which of course is this, which means that there has to be another solution. This might work for you. It didn't work for me though. So I'm going to try another solution, and I came across this tool, free up disk space. Right, when you click on this, it takes you here. So we have number one here, Disk Savvy. Okay, and I downloaded it. I downloaded this one, Windows 64, and I ran it. Let me drag it into view. I ran the product, and I realized that my program files were taking up 67% of space. That's about 67 gig. That's a lot. And this is Android Studio. Developers will know what this is. Android Studio is an environment which you use to simulate mobile phones. So that one was taking up a lot of space. It was taking up about 4.91 gig. I think it was taking up a whole lot more than this, but I went in there and deleted a lot of stuff because I do not use it actively. We see that there's a lot that I need to remove. And I also need to find out the directory where Photoshop is allocated. And I believe it's in the Adobe directory, which can be found in program files and then Adobe. So I need to delete some of these products that I'm not using. I'm not using InDesign. I'm not using After Effects too. So I need to delete them. Let me show you what I've done so far and the problems I've encountered too. I went into settings, apps, installed apps. There's a ton of products here that I do not use. We have Aspen Hysis here. So I tried to delete them. I've deleted a few. We can see Premiere Pro is taking up 8 gig. So I'm going to progressively delete all of them and continue the video when I have made more deletes. I will then try to reopen Photoshop and I'll give you the updates and let you know if it worked or not. It took quite a while, but we've done everything we should do. I have gone around and deleted everything from my C drive that I do not need. If we look at my C drive, I'm going to pull it into view now. Alright, so this is my C drive, and you can see that we freed up about over 40 gig of space. Remember then it was just 700 and something MB left, so now we freed up about 40 something gig. And if you look at this recommendation from Adobe on the scratch disk full error, you can see here that they said we should free up additional disk space, and it's recommended to have about 50 gig. We are close, we're not at 50 gig yet, but I think this can work. So I tried to open Photoshop again, and we can see that Photoshop is open. Right, I was able to open Photoshop. So this is how to get it done, people. If you run into this problem, scratch disk full error in Photoshop, just locate the drive where Photoshop is installed. It's usually going to be your C drive if you are using a Windows device. I do not know about Mac, but there are solutions online for MacBooks. Simply create some space, okay? Just create some space in that drive, and that should solve the problem. Let me know if this helped you. I would love to know in the comments. And if this did help you, do well to leave a like and share it to your friends who might also be experiencing this problem. Thanks a lot for watching, people, and stay safe.